Leaders Symposium, and we're delighted to be joined here by 6 individuals. Of course, as ever, we would have liked to have a few more represented on the day, but given the geographical spread, the time frame isn't always that easy. Our first honoree for today, who's going to be saying a few words, is from HSBC Canada, and I'm jumping ahead here. It's Standard Chartered Singapore, and here we have Damon Chong Wai Kyung. Over to you, Damon, for a few words. You may need to unmute there, Damon.
I've unmuted. Do you hear me?
You have, loud and clear.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so good morning, good afternoon, and good evening for everyone. It's a great honor to share thought with all of you. First of all, I think as Naref just mentioned, the need for the banking of the clients have changing, and the COVID has accelerated that. Our personal life has changed, so do our clients. A lot of us, maybe more work from home. We are not seeing our friends and family as often as we want. And this has definitely affected our physical and mental well-being. Also, COVID has affected the financial well-being for our mass banking retail clients globally due to lockdown and some economic activities being interrupted. Therefore, it is important actually for our banking fellows to innovate, find new, better, sustainable, and suitable product and solution to help our clients to manage the financial well-being. Standard Chartered with accelerated our investment and also accelerated the offering of our product and new digital capability that are simple and easy to use for our clients globally. And it's great to see a quick level of client satisfaction. So with all this, I think it's important for us as industry and to innovate together, offer fit-for-purpose products, capabilities, and platform for all our clients, so that they can easily use these simple products. And overall, we can help to contribute with our innovation solutions to make the whole world hopefully a better place. With that said, I think that is one of those opening that I would like to share, from as an innovation, what our banking fellows can collectively make it happen. Yep, that's the end of my sharing. I'll pass on to the next speaker.
Thank you very much, Damien. All right, moving on with our second speaker from HSBC Canada. We have a pre-recorded video of Carrie Dawson.
Hello, I'm Carrie Dawson. I head digital commercialization for wealth and personal banking at HSBC Bank Canada. And I'd like to thank you for inviting me to speak at your World Banking Movers and Shakers Symposium at this 2021 Awards Gala. At HSBC Bank Canada, we aspire to deliver excellent customer service throughout our network of branches, throughout HSBC's network of 64 countries and territories, and also throughout our digital channels. We believe that no one is better placed than HSBC to help Canadians with their personal finances and to help Canadian companies to do business at home and globally. And we offer services across 3 lines of business: wealth and personal banking, commercial banking, and global banking and markets. So many of you will know well that our customers are increasingly leading digital lives, and we know this too. And this is reflected in our ambition to deliver faster, easier, and more secure digital banking. Our aim is to be our bank in your pocket. And many of our retail and corporate customers are already using online banking to manage their finances. We are further investing in digital platforms that streamline operations, that support growth in many key areas, and we are reimagining and digitalizing many key processes like onboarding for new customers, credit and lending, payments, and trade transactions. Everything we do starts with the customer in mind and how we can make their lives easier. An example of this is something called Easy ID. It's a fast and convenient way to open an account without visiting a branch, and for which we're being honored tonight. But it was COVID-19 and its impact that really challenged us to understand our clients' needs and to work out the right solution for each of them. We've helped more than 5,000 customers who asked for support in Canada using mainly digital channels to engage with them. We've been actively working with our small businesses and middle market customers, also impacted by COVID-19, supporting some with funding through a number of federal government programs, as well as providing outreach to all to understand their current situation and how HSBC can best support. Most importantly, HSBC Canada has been able to support all of its customers through their channel of choice, be it via branch, be it digitally through online banking, and through our mobile app. So let me conclude now by thanking you again for the invitation to speak at this symposium. I hope I've given you an understanding of the importance of customer experience through the use of digital channels at HSBC Bank Canada. Thanks again, and congratulations to all the winners.
Thanks so much, Kerry. Congratulations to you and HSBC Canada. Great to hear those insights and, obviously the opportunities that were created by COVID, not just the challenges. And next on, we move over to Experium. We're joined by Joe Jacob. Joe, if you can hear me, over to you.
Yes, Nirav, hope you can hear me as well.
We can, loud and clear.
Yeah, thank you, Nirav, and the whole the Digital Banker team for inviting me to speak at the event today. Really honored to be here. And today I wanted to share my views on the future of credit decisioning. As some of you spoke about, the financial lending market is more competitive than ever, with a number of fintech players joining the foray. And the pandemic has disproportionately impacted the underserved and low-income communities and affected the economic situations of millions of consumers, increasing the need for credit access. So an interesting question that we have to ask ourselves is, are banks capitalizing on this opportunity? At Experian, we are continually innovating to help our clients overcome a wide range of challenges in extending credit to underserved communities. Through attributes derived from alternative data, Experian is able to bridge the gap of data availability and build credit risk models to serve the unbanked and new to credit consumers. Using advanced analytics, machine learning techniques, and efficient ML ops, we accelerate the process of getting actionable insights from data. In such times of accelerated digitization, financial firms need to future-proof their data analytics capabilities and adopt new decisioning strategies to balance risk and reward while remaining fair and compliant. As such, Experian has launched several cloud-first, ready-to-use solutions to help our clients respond to these challenges. Firstly, a customer acquisition solution on cloud to enable rapid automated decisions driven by data and analytics called PowerCurve Customer Acquisition. Secondly, a complete MLOps solution suite on cloud to develop, operationalize, monitor, and fine-tune machine learning models called Ascent Intelligence Services. And lastly, an alternative data scope to underwrite credit invisible segments to drive financial inclusion called PowerScope. Through our investments in data and advanced analytics, we continue to help banks, financial institutions, and fintech lenders to identify and underwrite creditworthy, underserved SMEs and consumers who are currently excluded from the credit ecosystem. As we said, let's continue to innovate, and that's what we are all here for. And congratulations to all the innovative winners today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Joe. What wonderful insights as well. Moving on, we have UOB tomorrow, Kevin Lam. Kevin, where are you at? All right, Kevin, go ahead.
We at UOB, we are very honored to receive these awards today by the Digital Banker Online, the best digital bank and the best bank for millennials. And the more we are honored, where now we are getting more than 40 awards over the last 2 years and counting, the more humbled we are. And hence today, it's my honor to accept the awards with humility. And this award motivates us and reminds us that at UOB, it is only to work harder to retain the trust that's given to us by our clients, our regulators, and friends like yourself, the digital banker in the industry. We are constantly reminded that our customers have many choices and we don't take them for granted. One of the insights perhaps I'd like to share over the last 12 months is that we found that digital banking is no longer just the preference of a niche group of customers, namely the millennials, but over the last 12 to 18 months, because of the COVID ways of working, it has become the mainstay of a far wider segment of customers. Early in 2020, when we did a survey, we found that customers that were aged above 60 was probably only at about the 20% of the entire cohort that was open to doing banking digitally and wealth management digitally. But lo and behold, a year later, in 2021, around the second quarter, that number, surprisingly to us, has increased more than threefold to above 60%. And hence, this has led UOB to bring the digital banking and digital bank to the entire spectrum of customers. And now we are focused on our vision to be the world's most engaging digital bank, not just for millennials, but for all of our segments. And at UOB, we are looking at building this through what we call hyper-personalization for our customers through adaptive digital banking. Big words, but we intend to translate these visions through what we call financial gamification, sustainability carbon footprint, real-time expense tracking, and AI-driven auto savings modules. And all these things that I mentioned are already rolled out or will be in our product pipeline very soon in the next coming months. So with that, I want to thank again the Digital Banker, and we're again honored to be receiving this award. Thank you.
Thanks for that, Kevin. Some great commentary and insights into the tech stack there. We are starting to see a common denominator here. That is, some of the opportunities created by the pandemic and how it's really driven banks to understand and capitalize on further opportunities. We are going to move over to IndusInd Bank. Just before we do that, we have Charu Sachdeva Mathur, who's going to say a few words. So the purpose of this panel, for those of you who may be unfamiliar with the Digital Banker Awards Gala, is really just to give you a snapshot insight into what banks across various regions are actually doing in terms of technology, in terms of product innovation, customer experience. So that's enough from me. And let's pass it over to Charu for a few words.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone, and very happy to be here and very excited to be part of the very innovative, bankers over here. And we are here. First of all, I would like to thank the Digital Banker team for recognizing us in the categories of innovation in retail loans, which is our easy credit platform, and also for the COVID response, in branch banking. The way I think banking is transforming fast, and digitization has had a huge impact on the way people are now consuming financial services and financial service products. For us, what we see is that they're raising the processes, digitizing consumer journeys, and getting the customers to do acquire. The philosophy was to acquire customers digitally. Increasingly, the shift that we see happening is that banking is becoming more and more frictionless, invisible. It is happening not in a bank, but in areas which are very, very naturally woven in a customer's lifestyle. So consumers are shopping, and at the same time they're doing banking, they're taking a cab and they're doing banking. And so important for us to acknowledge that fact and tailor our offerings to meet consumer demands where they want it and how they want it. And the second important thing that we realize is that it is going to be extremely important to create a customer experience as we go along. We have to put consumers at the center. Consumers expect much more out of banks. They expect much simpler banking than what we offer today. And easy credit is one of our first innovations in that direction, to bring that sort of a simplified user experience to customers. And you will surely see the bank come up with more and more. We are in the process of creating end-to-end digital value propositions for our priority customer segments, retailers, non-resident Indians, affluent clients, to name a few. And the focus is really on keeping the customer at the center and then building for the consumers and giving them financial services in the way they can find it easy. So very happy to be here. And thank you, Digital Banker, once again for recognizing our effort.
Thank you very much, Charu, for sharing with us as well. We appreciate all of that as well. Moving on to our final speaker for our symposium right now would be from Katikorn Bank. We have Usa Kosol. Where are you at? Usa, we do require yourself to unmute. I think you're still on milk. We can't hear you, so you need to just unmute yourself first. Usa? All right, I think we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. So Usa, maybe just try speaking again.
Okay, not a problem. Usa, we will try and come back to you a little bit later on, just to keep in the interest of time. Apologies for that.